Back alley business.
No banners, no glory, just steel and bread. Cobblestone slick with the city rain. Lantern swing like a nervous vein. Back of the district where the rules don't reach, where the lords look clean but the crooks still feast. Shadow on the wall, that's a name I earn. Every scar on my face is a lesson learned. I don't flex with chains or a golden cup. I got a rep, you don't say with your shoulders up. Whispers in the town say I don't exist. Till they owe too much, then I'm on that list. I come quiet like a thought you hate, but my blade speak loud when it nominates fate. No flags, no clan, just a hired ghost. Paid to appear when it matters most. But tonight ain't work, it's a chosen stand. Line drawn here in this filthy land. In the back alley, still sings, hearts freeze, no heroes here, just ghosts in the breeze. If you step too close, feel the edge I bring. Samurai in the shadows, let the boom bap ring. In the back alley, no crowns, no kings, just breathe, just sweat, just fight, just swing. If you cross that line, hear the night choir sing. Samurai in the shadows, let the boom bap ring. 3 men deep at the alley mouth. Cheap steel flash with some borrowed clout. They think numbers make fear in me, but I bled with the best, this is light debris. First one talk with a shaky grin, tryna hide how his knees move in. I can smell that doubt like a cheap perfume. It hits first strike before blades consume. Second got scars, but his eyes look wrong, like he lived too short and died too long. Third one young with a hungry stare. He might be me if I wasn't aware. I draw half an inch, let the moonlight kiss. Metal hum low, like it don't want this, but the code says stand when the weak get pressed. So I carve one choice in this crooked mess. In the back alley, still sings, hearts freeze, no heroes here, just ghosts in the breeze. If you step too close, feel the edge I bring. Samurai in the shadows, let the boom bap ring. In the back alley, no crowns, no kings, just breath, just sweat, just fight, just swing. If you cross that line, hear the night choir sing. Samurai in the shadows, let the boom bap ring. Some battles pay in coin, some battles pay in sleep. Tonight I'm spaying both. In the back alley, 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 in the back alley. Still sings, heart freeze, no heroes here. Back to the wall, no time to plead. Step too close, feel the edge I bring. Samurai in the shadows, let the boom bap ring. In the back alley, no crowns, no kings, just bring, just fence, just play, just breathe. If you cross that line, hear the night choir sing. Samurai in the shadows, let the boom bap ring.
Wind over armor, names in the dirt, some battles in, but the ghosts still work. Grass grown tall where the blood once ran, rust on the steel, bones in the land. I walk that field like a man on trial, every step weighed down by a ghost fire. I remember when the sky wore smoke, when commanders laughed at the jokes they spoke. We were kids with blades in the borrowed cars, taught to swing first, never pause for the flaws. Drums hit hard like the kicks right now, but out there they call that a sacred sound. Flags in the wind like a choir of lies, covering the screams and the closing eyes. Letters in my pack from a friend long gone, ink rained out in the year-old storm. He wrote, if I fall, don't carry my name, but how can I walk without that weight in my veins? Ghosts of the battlefield march in my mind, every night parade of the ones left behind. I survived that day, but I paid in sleep. Samurai awake while the dead count sheep. Ghosts of the battlefield whisper my road, live for the lost, make your honor whole. But the more I breathe, the more I see, the war never left, it just moved in me. We drank cheap sake on the night before, joke about scars we ain't earned no more. He said, if we win, I'll buy that in. You can pour the drinks when we're done with sin. Next day came with a gray sick light, metal in mud in the fog of fright. Arrows in the air like a flock of doubt, Some found shields, some took hearts out. I saw them fall in the crushing roar. Hand reach up, but I turned to war. I tell myself that I had no choice, but its silence grew where I lost my voice. Now, every clean shirt feel like a lie. Every calm sky feel like a spot. I lay in my room when the drums are gone, still hearing that feel where the ghosts march on. Ghosts of the battlefield march in my mind. Every night parade of the ones left behind. I survived that day, but I paid in sleep. Samurai wake while the dead count sheep. Yeah. Ghosts of the battlefield whisper my role. Live for the lost, make your honor whole. But the more I breathe, the more I see. The war never left, it just moved in me. They say the war is over. Tell that to my hands when they shake at the sound of a drum in the street.
Loves of the battlefield
March in my mind, left, right, left.
all out of time.
I survived that day, but I paid in sleep. Samurai wake while the dead count sheep, yeah.
Some men rest in graves, some blades do too. Both remember what they had to do.
Up the hill where the lanterns stop, where the town lights fade and the trees grow thick. There's a quiet field with no carved name, just mounds in the dark with the tired frame. Hit the very steel that has seen too much, blades too stained by a hungry touch. Swords retire from the Lord's command, laid down gentle in a waiting land. I walk that path with my weapon sheath, feel the ground hum low like it knows my grief. Every step on the grass sound like a sigh, like the earth kept count of each battle cry. I see handles stick from the sleeping dirt, wrappings frayed from a long ago hurt. Some once flashed in the castle flames, now they lean in the dark with forgotten names. Grave a place where the steel goes numb, echoes of wars that will never come. Samurai stand in the silent shade, wonder if a man or just my blade. Grave a place under root and stone, every rusted edge once cut to the bone. If I lay mine down in this quiet glade, will I still exist without my blade? I kneel by a hill with the cracked old guard, finger on the mark of a long lost scar. Wonder who swung this in a different age, what price he paid for an empty rage. Did he talk big in the shaky halls? Did he make his dream with his painted walls? Or did he go home with his eyes turned off, hands still shaking when the drums cuts off? I've been that man on a smaller stage, paid by the job, not by the page. Steel in my grip like a second spine, hard to know where it ends in the start line. Wind push leaves in the circle slow, like the dance for the ones who had to go. I hold my sword and I hear it hum, like it's asking me, when's your time to come? Grave a place where the steel goes numb, echoes of wars that will never come. Samurai stand in the silent shade, wonder if a man or just my blade. Grave a place under root and stone, every rusted edge once cut to the bone. If I lay mine down in this quiet glade, will I still exist without my blade? If the sword retires, can the hand retire too? Or does it keep swinging at things you can't see? One day I'll come when the fight is done. Samurai! under old steel's glow.
Red flames where the steel goes numb.
One day I'll come when the fight is done.
Samurai sting.
In that heart under old steel's glow.
Red flames where the steel goes numb.
One day I'll come when the fight is done.
Samurai sting.
Boom bap heart under old steel's grave.
Ink in the skin, still by the side. Two different ways to wear your life outside. Tattoo house warm with the oil lamp glow. Walls full of stories in the color row. Dragons curl tight on a fisherman's back. Tigers run wild on a merchant's track. Old artists sit with a bent old spine. Eyes still sharp like a drawn out line. Hands don't shake when the needle sings. He's put whole worlds on 100 kings. I slide my robe from my shoulder blade. Show blank skin where no mark's been laid. He laughed once, says for a man like you, your eyes look loud, but your canvas new. I tell him, steel held most of my tales. Not much ink, just a trail of fails. He says steel cuts quick and the pain moves on. Ink hurts slow, but the meaning's strong. Ink and steel, blood and art. One on the skin, one in the heart. Samurai code in the lines I wield. Boom bap truth in the ink and steel. Ink and steel, scars and signs. What you hide, what you underline. If a life must speak when the lips stay sealed, let the story burn in the ink and steel. He draws one shape on a paper scrap. Circle with a crack and a thin the gap says this is you. Not quite whole, broken through, but you kept your soul. I nod slow cause it twists just right. Like a moon half gone in a cloudy night. He starts to work, needle hum like bees. Pain bloom warm and my doubt gets seized. Still by my side on the tatami floor. Quiet for once like it guards the door. We spilled enough red in the name of cold. Now it watches ink mark a different road. Every tiny stab feel like past talk back. All the faces in the seams are black, but as the lines grow bold on my weathered skin, I feel less ghost and a bit more begin. Ink and steel, blood and art. One on the skin, one in the heart. Samurai code in the lines I wield. Boom bap truth in the ink and steel. Ink and steel, scars and signs. What you hide, what you underline. If a life must speak when the lips stay sealed, let the story burn in the ink and steel.
Sword tells what you've done. Ink tells what you learn. Both leave marks, just in different lives.
Ink and steel, blood and art. If a life must speak when the lips stay sealed, let the story burn in the ink and steel.
Yeah. For a moment, everybody looks up. Yeah. Yeah.
Summer night night thick with the street side smoke, yakitori grill and 1,000 jokes. Paper fans wave like a soft applause. Lantern light glow with no grand cause. Kids run wild in the dusty road. Goldfish dreams in the plastic bowl. Lovers on the bridge with the fingers laced. Old folks smile with the wrinkled grace. I lean back, robe loose, so tight. But tonight I ain't searching for a fight. I'm just one more face in the Edo crowd, breathing with the beat of the festival sound. First boom hits and the sky cracks wide. Color on the black like the shifting tide. For a second all pain, take a tiny break. Even death and grief got a breath to take. Fireworks over Edo, paint the night gold. For a heartbeat, forget what the story's told. Samurai, merchants, thieves in the dark, all look up with the same small spark. Fireworks over Edo, fade in the air, but the moment stays bright like it's still right there. If hope has a sound, it's the crowd's soft cheer, saying we're still alive, we're still right here. I see a boy on his father's back, point to the sky like he owns that black. He don't know war, he don't know death, just a taste of sweets and the night not yet. I wonder if one day he'll hold my role, blade at his hip and a half-tied soul, or if he'll grow up in the gentler scene where the loudest sound is a festival scream. Girls in your cap to share small rice cakes, trade shy looks like their hearts might break. Friends shout loud over taiko drums, forget for a night where tomorrow comes. Another bloom burst in the blue-white wave, lighting up the names of the ones I crave. For a moment I feel them beside me still, laughing at the sky from the same old hill. Fireworks over Edo, paint the night gold. For a heartbeat, forget what the story's told. Samurai, merchants, thieves in the dark, all look up with the same small spark. Fireworks over Edo, fade in the air, but the moment stays bright like it's still right there. If hope has a sound, it's the crowd's soft cheer, saying we're still alive, we're still right here. When the lights go out and the smoke comes down, we go back to our debts, our scars, our towns. But for a short bright second, we were only eyes and hearts wide open. Yeah. Fireworks over Edo, paint the night gold. Hands in the air, let the past unfold. Samurai, merchants, thieves in the dark, all look up with the same small spark. Fireworks over Edo, fireworks over Edo, but the moment stays bright like it's still right there. If hope has a sound, it's the crowd's soft cheer, and we're still alive, we're still right here.
Yeah. Midnight in Edo. Lanterns swing, shadows move. No mics, no cameras, just stories and still. Step in the alley where the rain hits stone. Sandals scrape, you can hear the tone. Loose robe, two blades, but I walk alone. Old ghosts follow every vow I broke. Yeah. Ink on my skin like a secret scroll. Every cut on my knuckles is a chapter told. Pockets stay empty, but my back is straight. I got honor in my spine, not gold on my plate. Tea steam rise like my breath in the cold. I've been young and reckless, now I move old. Edo on my shoulder like a sacred weight. If I swing this sword, that's a choice I take. Samurai soul with a boom bap heart. Kicks hit hard like a blade in the dark. Drums sound dusty like an old dojo. Every snare crack feel like I told you so. Blaze up, eyes low, walking through the Edo night. Street glow, searching for a better lesson. Cut deep, still I gotta hold this line. Samurai, no crown, only code inside my mind. Blaze up, eyes low, walking through the Edo night. Street glow, searching for a better lesson. Cut deep, still I gotta hold this line. Samurai, no crown, only code inside my mind. Lantern light paint gold on the river.
Every bad move make my future shiver. I seen lords fall, I seen thieves rise. Even monks got shadows they try to hide. Rum in the cup, but I sip real slow. Can't let the demons in my chest overflow. I got brothers in the dirt, names never carved. So I rap for the ones that the scrolls discard. Still in my belt, but my words cut deeper. Lines swing sharp like a seasoned reaper. They say peace is a road, I've been walking on nails. Every step on this path leaves a trail of fails. If tomorrow never comes, I still stood tall, even when my back touched that old town wall. Edo don't sleep, but I barely dream, so I carve my truth over breakbeat scenes. Blades up, eyes low, walking through the Edo night. Street glow, searching for a better life since cut deep. Still I gotta hold this line. Samurai, no crown, only cold inside my blades up, eyes low, walking through the Edo night. Street glow, searching for a better life since cut deep. Still I gotta hold this line. Samurai, no crown, only cold inside my mind. No fame, no throne, just a worn out road. Every step that I take carries steel and cold. If the moon don't rise and the sun don't show, I still guard this city that will never laser. Eyes low, walking through the Edo night. Keep moving, keep breathing, hold tight. Heartbeat, street glow, searching for a better life. One step, two steps, still fight. Passions cut deep, still I gotta hold this line. Can't run from the cold in my mind. Samurai, no crown, only cold inside my mind. Just a ghost in the Edo night sky. Laser, eyes low, walking through the Edo night. Heartbeat, street glow, passions cut deep. Samurai, no crown, only cold inside my mind. Sky ain't dark, sky ain't light. Just that space in between. Bridge before dawn. Me and the river and everything I've been. Where the night lets go. River down below, move tight and slow. Edo behind me like a fading song. Lanterns dying out, but the road's still long. Breath make clouds in the half cold air. Hands on the rail, still there. My reflection in the water look worn and thin, like the ghost of the kid I've never been. I've been blade, been shield, been hired hand. Been the cause of things I don't understand. Every coin I took at a hidden cost. Every win I claimed left somebody lost. Sky drip blue where the black once stayed. Sun get ready like a brand new blade. I asked that river, can a man restart when his past still lives in another man's heart? On the bridge before dawn, with my doubts and scars, between who I was and whoever we are. If the sun comes up, do I stay or run? Samurai soul underneath, no sun. On the bridge before dawn, with the city behind, trying to wash old blood from my stubborn mind. If the day begins, do I bow or fight? Samurai call in the edge of night. Footsteps echo like a second thought. Every quiet step, mark a battle fought. I ain't proud of the tales they tell. Some sound like honor, some sound like hell. There's a rumor in town by the nameless blade. Work done clean, no mess, no shade. Truth is simple, that rumors mean, but I'm tired of the man that they can't see. A green fly past in the faint gray sky. Look like a wish that refused to die. If it can move on with the wind that way, can I let go of yesterday? Maybe I ain't built for a peaceful life. Hands too used to the weight of a knife. But I can take one breath on this bridge and choose what kind of battles I still refuse. On the bridge before dawn, with my doubts and scars, between who I was and whoever we are. If the sun comes up, do I stay or run? Samurai soul underneath, no sun. On the bridge
before dawn with the city behind, trying to wash old blood from my stubborn mind. If the day begins, do I bow or fight? Samurai caught in the edge of night. Maybe redemption ain't a shining gate. Maybe it's just one different choice. On a regular day, on a regular late, on a regular day. On the bridge before dawn, with my doubts and scars, between who I was and whoever we are. If the sun comes up, do I stay or run? Samurai soul underneath no sun. On the bridge before dawn with the city behind, trying to wash old blood from my stubborn mind. If the day begins, do I bow or fight? Samurai caught in the edge of night. Samurai caught in the edge of night.
Masks for sale, masks for sale. Pick a face you like. Leave your truth behind. Yeah, yo, Edo Market, sun in the sky, voices in the air, prices too high. Kids run past with rice in their hands, drums from a booth, little street bands. I move slow through the crowd, hood low, katana at my side, but I let that go. Today I'm just a ghost with a pocket of yen, trying to blend with the noise, disappear again. Old man shout, samurai by a mask, says which face you wear when they start to ask. Do you smile for the lords, keep it cold for the thieves, show fear to the gods when you drop to your knees? I laugh once, but it cuts too true. I got different faces for each old crew. On the field I'm still, in the bar I'm jokes, at the shrine I'm pure, in my head I choke. Market full of masks, which one do I own? Smile in the light, but I'm breaking when alone. Samurai in silk, but my heart's just bone. Edo never sleeps and it still feels cold. Market full of masks, which one do I wear? Laugh with the crowd, act like I don't care. Honor on my back, but my soul feels bare. Samurai lost in the festival air. Yeah. Girl at the stall with a fox face grin, says you look tired from the wars you're in. Hands me a mask with a demon's teeth, says this one fits when you grind your grief. Next booth over, got a monk disguise, calm painted eyes, no hate, no lies. For a second I wonder how it must feel to live one life, not a spinning wheel. Drums get loud, crowd starts to dance, kids chase coins like they chase their chance. I stand still in the middle of the noise, thinking about the weight in my grown man voice. I buy one mask with a blank plain face, no smile, no frown, just an empty space. Maybe that's the truth underneath my skin, just a quiet frame where the stories spin. Market full of masks, which one do I own? Smile in the light, but I'm breaking when alone. Samurai in silk, but my heart's just bone. Edo never sleeps and it still feels cold. Market full of masks, which one do I wear? Laugh with the crowd, act like I don't care. Honor on my back, but my soul feels bare. Samurai lost in the festival air. Yeah. They don't see the man, they just see the road. Lord, thief, monk, fool, how many faces does one soul hold? Market full of masks, which one's home? Samurai in silk, but my heart's just bone. Edo lights on, but I walk alone. Market full of masks, which one do I wear? Laugh out loud like I don't care. Honor on my back, but my soul feels bare. Samurai lost in the festival air.
Snow on the stone, white on the wall. Tonight the castle looks like it forgot what blood is for. Snowflakes fall on the old black tiles, cover up the tracks of 1,000 miles. Castles stand tall like it don't know fear, but the cracks in the walls say death lived here. I walk that path where the gods once yelled, where the orders cut and the fate got dealt. Now it's quiet, just my breath and shoes, and the whisper of the choices that I didn't refuse. Banner long gone from the crooked pole, just a lonely stick in the winter cold. Flags used to wait for the lies we serve, now the wind got nothing but a truth unnursed. Moonlight paint on the snow-draped gate, silver on the lock that decides men's fate. I touched that door with a bloody hand, now my fingerprints fade like they understand. Over the castle walls, cover up the stains and the late night calls. If the sky forgives what the ground recalls, samurai walk slow while the cold stars fall. Snow over the castle walls, silence in the halls where they planned it all. If the past sinks deep in the winter's crawl, I still hear the names when the night wind calls. I remember when the drums shook stone, when the shouts bounced back in a violent tone. We were lined up clean in our finest gear, not a man in the road showed a hint of fear, but fear lived deep in the quiet parts, in the wives and the kids and the beating hearts. They told us honor, they told us pride, they didn't stand with us when our brothers died. This courtyard's just white and still, no more red on the training hill. Go sit down where we used to bow, watching me walk like they're wondering how I got out when they stayed down there, how I still breathe this winter air. I can't explain why the blade took them, all I know is my hands still remember them. Snow over the castle walls, cover up the stains and the late night calls. If the sky forgives what the ground recalls, samurai walk slow while the cold stars fall. Snow over the castle walls, silence in the halls where they planned it all. If the past sinks deep in the winter's crawl, I still hear the names when the night wind calls.
Maybe snow is mercy, just a quiet way to say, let it rest for one night.
Samurai walk slow while the cold stars fall.
Snow over the castle wall, and the past sinks deep in the winter's crawl.
I still hear the names when the night wind calls. Da 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 da. Yeah. Close the door, leave the sores outside. Yeah. It's just tea and the truth you can't hide. Low table steam from a tiny cup, street noise fade when the door shuts up. Teahouse lights paint gold on the floor, safe little world behind a paper door. Lady in kimono pours slow and clean, eyes like she's seen what I ain't seen. Says you carry storms in the way you sit, why don't you pour some of that out and quit? I laugh weak, cause she hit dead on, my bag too straight, my calm feels wrong. Every quiet sip tastes like a past memory steeped in a pot that lasts. I talk low about the lives I took, how the ink in my head never left the book. She don't flinch, she just topped my tea. Says you pay enough, let your soul drink free. Teahouse Confessions, truth in a cup. Let the high go. Teahouse Confessions, no judge, no trial, just a quiet room and a patient smile. If my sins can float, let them rise in the air, disappear with the steam like they were never there. I tell about friends who ain't grow old, how we laughed too loud and we moved too bold, how I came back home with one less voice, how the silence after was a heavy choice. She listens like a monk but her hands stay warm, wrapping around the cup like a ritual form. Says you ain't your blade, you ain't your pay, you're the man who walks home at the end of the day. I said what if home is just four bare walls, dust in the corners and echoes in halls. She smiles small, says then start from there, put one honest thing in that empty air. So I leave one truth on the table tonight, like a worn out coin in a soft lamplight, that I'm scared of peace more than I fear war, cause I don't know that man who needs no sword. Oh, Teahouse Confessions, truth in a cup, let the hot brew pull the old ghosts up. Outside Edo roars, but in here it's slow. Samurai drop armor where the steam clouds go. Teahouse Confessions, no judge, no trial, just a quiet room and a patient smile. If my sins can float, let them rise in the air, disappear with the steam like they were never there. How dare they buy the myth? Out there, they buy the myth, and here she pours for the man. Teahouse Confessions, truth in a cup. One more pour, let the past come up. Yeah, yeah. Outside it all roars, but in here it's slow. Samurai drop armor where the steam clouds go.
What is this noise? No lanterns, just lights. Edo's gone, but the night's still.
What is this noise?
No lanterns,
Your lights. Edo's gone.
The night still bites.
I blink once, city hit my eyes like flash. Neon rain pour in the chrome slick splash. No more dirt roads, just a river of cars. Billboards loud like synthetic stars. Crosswalks sing with a metal chirp. Crowds move fast in a constant surf. Everybody stare at a glowing stone, talking to the air like they ain't alone. I touch my hilt, but no one cares. They got screens in suits and electric glares. Back in Edo I was ghost and threat. Him cosplayed, ain't scared of yet. Smell of oil still, instant food. Skyline cut in a jagged mood, yeah. Different lords on the towers high. Brand name shining like a paper sky, yeah. Neon Edo, future town glow. Same old hearts in a brand new show. Samurai soul in a concrete stream. Boom bap steps in a 4K dream. Neon Edo, traffic drum beat. Ancient code in a modern street. If time moved on but the pain still stay, I just changed the backdrop to a louder day. Train screen passed on a 9 snake. Windows flash, lives in a rapid shape. I see my past in the subway glass. Old robe ghost in a fast class mask. Kids with phones make their own small world. Music in their ears like a flag unfurled. Some spit bars on a handheld screen. The digital dojo for the unseen. I hear a boom bap loop from a side street though. Bassline thick on a concrete flow.
Step inside to a basement glow, find new era blades in a rap flow show. MC on stage with a pen for steel, cut through lies with the words he feel. Crowd shout back like a war drum wave. No one dies here but the fear they gave. I now want, like I know this fight. True first amass in a sleepless night. Different age, same so cold line. Guard the weak, don't sell your spine. Neon Edo, future town glow. Ay, same old hearts in a brand new show. Samurai soul in a concrete stream. Boom bap steps in a 4K dream. Neon Edo, traffic drum beat. Ancient code in a modern street. If time moved on but the pain still stay, I just changed the backdrop to a louder day. Edo burn, Tokyo rose, but a man still bleeds for the things that he chose. Neon Edo, future town glow. From wood block prints to the video scroll. Samurai soul in a concrete stream. Boom bap hard in a neon dream. Neon Edo, traffic drum beat. Ancient steps in a crowded street. If the years slip by and the faces change, I still walk that code through the time. Strange range, range, range.